Hello there, YouTube. Welcome to Tuesday, the 9th of June. It was 51 overnight, and it's 56 now. That's what rain gets you, is very even daytime, nighttime weather. I decided to start the vlog out here because the rain has got all the grass all knocked down. And it looks like there's been some bedding down out here. I keep telling Kelly we need to come out here, sneak out here when they're all here. It'd probably be just adorable. Yeah, there's definitely been some bedding down out here. But anyway, I think it poured overnight, but I think it's supposed to get nicer. And then we're going to get some warm days. It's only supposed to be 60 as a high today. There's that little lean-to thing that they built there. Still, it's just so small. I question its function, but I'm sure they got something planned for it. You get some shingles on it. Of course, can't do it now. It's soaking wet. You need to let it dry out, I guess, first. But anyway, it's Tuesday. All the leaves and the trees are all sagged down because of the rain as well. Got my little bistro table out. I was sitting on that Sunday. Took a break and sat out here and just relaxed for a while. But anyway, it's beautiful out. Let's roll. 58 degrees. Don't let the sunshine fool you in the dry parking lot. Because it rained, poured.
Yeah,
windshield wipers wide open, hydroplaning, couldn't see nothing.
I know, it'd
Then
be sprinkle and
then it'd be sunshine, then it'd go right back into it.
yeah.
That was crazy. That's definitely some crazy springtime weather.
Pretty sure it washed the bugs off the
There's
windshield.
no bugs on anything left.
It was power washed.
Yeah. It's hitting the windshield so hard you think it's going to break through.
I know, that was some heavy rain.
I was expecting to see sleet or something. That was
I know.
crazy. Well, Mama, it's Tuesday. Let's go in there and bust her out.
All right.
All right. Have yourself a wonderful day there, Mama.
You too, Papa.
All right. Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
So the two police bikes, I think, are leaving today. He's going to come back for his brake pads. Side the fronts look like brand new and the rear wore out. That one got brakes all the way around. And on that 22 R1250GS, that's when the guy's going to Alaska. That GS is going to go upstairs for tires. I don't think he's getting tires. His tires look fine. And got tricked by this one. So, I tell you guys, you can just pull the fill plug out of these things, and if that thing's just black on the top, it's usually nasty because it splashes and leaves a film on there. So I dumped it, and it came out absolutely positively clean. But what came out was the old 75/90 weight. And I'm using one of those bottles, but now you put that G3 stuff, the 70/80 weight. It is nicer because it does go in the bike a lot easier. That stuff is just, hypoid, thick as a cog. Then this is the old GL5. This is the G3. I'm just using that bottle because when you fill it up to the line on the label, and I just use that bottle because the bottle it comes with is not like this. This one, well, they came with a cap. I just come up with a little hose and stuff for it. And just spin the wheel backwards as you're pouring it in, and you can push it in. But this is much more watery when it's cold. And then that stuff just really thick. But anyway, I haven't found anything. I haven't looked at brakes or anything like that to see what they look like, but just clunking away here. And this is the gal that just got back from running the wall. So she tells me she's got suspension codes that are popping up. I said, is it topped out? She goes, no, it's not topped out. So Matt rolled it down, and I drove it in. Well, it's going to be interesting to see what I find here, because it's not, I jumped on it to see how much if it was topped out and if it had any spring to it. And that's pretty solid. And when you lift up, it doesn't move. It's like the shock is seized up, which I have never seen something like that. That's what it acts like, is the shock is seized up. But she was telling me this morning, one crazy ride. It rained. She showed me a picture of them going down the road, and it's sleeting, and it's just like walls of like sleet water going off the bikes and stuff that were in front of her. It was crazy. Yeah, she had a tale to tell this morning. Man, that's crazy. So I told Kelly this morning on the way to work, I said, make sure you order one of those Tourmaster heated vests like I got, for the 2023 ride. I said, because I would imagine we're probably going to go south quite a bit. And, David lives quite a bit south. He lives in the Eugene area. So most likely we're going to get up, before the sun comes up, to start heading that way to meet him, because obviously he's not going to want to, wait for us to show up at like 10 o'clock or something and and meet up. I need to text him, see where he wants to meet up. And but I said, it's cold. I said, it was like, 59 or 60 degrees in 2023 when I took off on that GSA, and I froze my butt off. I made it to the bank, and I didn't even have the vest plugged in because, I was hot, getting ready, in that rush, and, do I have every, how you get, flustered. Well, you get warm, because you're like, go. And then I stopped at my bank in Castle Rock. They got a branch there, and man, it started sinking in. I thought, well, before I take off, I'm going to plug this thing in. Luckily, I had the phone app on there because I couldn't figure out where the button was. I wanted to do it while I was riding, so I just opened up the app. And so, lo and behold, the rep that sells those vests, the one like mine, they're on back order with no ETA at the moment. And we have one in stock, but it's like a extra large guy's vest or something. But anyways, I'll have to do some search and figure it out. It's funny how she was talking about how she had to train people to keep these things when you're riding these groups. It's a huge group, lots of platoons, and it's just this huge thing. How you got to train the people. Don't be loafing around in sixth gear. You want to be high enough that when you roll off the throttle, it decels. You tapping your brake all the time, you just make everybody nervous. When you hit the brakes, it's because you see something and you want to alert people. But riding in a pack, you can always tell a rookie in a pack because you see touch. They're just constantly tapping their brakes because they put it too tall of a gear. You're riding in a group, you need to, plus having it in a lower gear, that compression braking along with brakes will help you stop faster anyway. But yeah, you got to give them some learning. Sounds like it was a wild trip. There was a lot of stuff went down. Those are the ones you'll never forget. Sometimes they're scary, but always there's good stories after. Once you come back, everything's safe, and you got all your fingers and toes and all that stuff. It makes for good stories then. When it's a harem scarum, something happens and you break down, or the weird things that can happen on a road trip. It's not fun at all while it's going on. You get into that panic. Calm down, just relax. Let's sort this thing out. You can say that to yourself, but you can't always make yourself do that. But anyway, let's get out of this. So I'm completed with this thing, but I haven't heard anything about brake pads or the battery. So out of curiosity, I went over here and let the air out. She was definitely riding all the way up. She was maxed out. So I'll just do that reset thing like I did with the gentleman that also has a 24 Cetus guy. Just makes me wonder what in the holy heck. What's the deal, I say? And the ride height sensor's connected. I just need to see what codes are on there. I'm about to just yank this thing off and call it on that. And I think they text them, where service stuff is set up so you can easily text people now, because more people respond to text than phone calls. Plus, it's a lot easier. It's much easier to deal with text than the phone just ringing off the wall. And, you know, gets customers upset because you're not right there to answer it, and you got limited staff to answer. The crazy thing is just the unnecessary phone calls you got to deal with. And just drop a text, drop an email, drop a text. They get to you as soon as they're freed up. It's better than you waiting on hold or not being able to get anybody to answer. I mean, the world is all about the text. So anyway, now I'll go up there and see what the deal is, because the battery is not serviced, so it's going to take a bit to service it anyway, because it needs to go through that process, which I like them that way. It's just not quick that way, but it guarantees you got a super fresh battery, especially when it starts. When you pull the tape off the top of it, it goes, you hear the vacuum get released. It's what they refer to as vacuum charge. I don't know how that all works, but you could add battery acid to it, let it sit for, I like to let them sit for an hour. I think it's a minimum of half an hour, but you can take off, and the bike will charge and finish the rest of it. So if you're on a trip and you can get one of those, somebody sells them that way, you can do it yourself out there in the parking lot. It's you don't hammer the caps down or anything like that. You can push them in with your fingers, but that thing just boom, you stick it on, let it load the battery. I just leave the cap on it, or the fill bottle. I just leave it on there for minimum half an hour. What happens is the acid needs to absorb into the mat. It's not like the old ones where it just pours in and it just gets the plates wet. It's a glass mat type setup where it has to absorb, and it looks like fiberglass inside them is what it looks like. And makes the batteries last longer, keeps them more healthy. But those things do not like two things. They don't like a steady, even charge going to them, and they do not like to get discharged. Either at the very top or at the very bottom, they don't like those situations. That's why they want you to use something like an Optimate that will manipulate the battery and actually at times drag it and pull it down and just see how quick it gets to whatever number it's looking for. They don't tell us all the details, but it determines how quick it takes to drag it down a bit, and then recharge it. So it's constantly manipulating the battery. And that cycle of on, off, people go, oh, you're driving, you're on a 2-week trip, it's always, holding at one. No, you put a voltmeter on there, it's fluctuating around, and you're on and off. You're not on it 100% of the time. You're doing those starts. One start from a battery is an incredible event for the battery. That takes quite a bit of juice out of one. It's a big hit. So, but it likes that, being manipulated. You can be stopping for gas. You can stop every hour and a half, whatever your threshold is, or like one of these, you can be stopping every hour and a half. It's not you don't have a big old GSA tank on there, but you stop and for gas, and there's different things. The battery's being manipulated. It's not holding it at a perfect steady charge. Okay, so got an okay on the battery. I just want to show you something here. I want you to listen to this. Listen. Yeah. That's the sound you want to hear out of good old Yuasa. Of course, it's all vacuum wrap. You can have its little package. I like them when they're in the bags, because you can use the bag to throw the empty cartridge back into. I guess I could. No, that's just one of those blister pack things. But anyway, I'll get this one going and get set up. So yeah, it's about time to roll out of here before too long. So I'll probably just bounce back in when we get home. I got to get that stuff wired up for Kelly's bike too. I need to make sure all that works, because the time is getting close, real close. So the bottle's just emptied, but listen to this. Let me put you on the bottom mic. You can probably hear that one better. Yeah, she's a gurgling. So that's why I like to leave the bottle on, because it can vent past it, but it doesn't just blast it in the atmosphere. It's not going to blow the bottle off or anything like that. But it cups it. Whoa! Wow, that thing's got some heat. That's a good battery. I love them UASs. Holy moly. Those two, what was that? The two police bike. The secondary. Oh, the police bikes are gone if you don't know. The secondary and the primary battery and puppies were hot. So we're the ding there. Good Lord. Wow. So the place we're meeting, so if Kelly and I go ripping down the freeway, it's 4 hours and 5 minutes to get to our destination, and that'll be the first day of the ride will be a good portion of the day. And so it's 4 hours and 5 minutes if we rip down the freeway, and that would be going through Portland traffic. And yeah, depending on what time we go through there's really no time to go through Portland that's a good time. And whether you take 205 and cut across that way, or stay on I-5, go through that way, either way, it is not good. Well, we have to take 205 because we're gonna, was that the way it's gonna take? Oh yeah. So yeah. Anyway, we have to go through Portland, whether it's on 205 or I-5. And I just, no way I'm gonna put Kelly through that, especially on the first day. She'll be going, I'm checking out. She'll find her way back. That's a nightmare. In the freeway, and this time of year, it's windy. It could be rainy. It's still springtime here. Summer sometimes doesn't kick in until the end of July. We got some people that just, in fact, that shock's not locked up, by the way. I don't know if I said that. I let the air out, and it's topped out. I could have swore it was not topped out. Shock's fine. Yeah, she's boingy boingy. Just so you guys can see, I let all the air out, but she goes up and down just like normal. Wow, I was freaked out. That did not look like it was topped out to me. I'm just not used to the new body style. Anyway, the 2-lane way there is 5 hours and 35 minutes. Way better ride. But I think we'll do that. So we'll just get up early enough and oh, geez, pardon me, toolbox. We'll just go that route. We'll take 2-lane. But he just told me for him to get there is 6 hours, so we're going to be about the same. But somehow or another, when he's riding to a destination, he's like following, Ryan and Michaela. Somehow or another, things just seem to happen faster for them than it does us. And Kelly's not used to those, sustained rides. I don't mind. Oh, he's saying he's trying to keep each travel day under 400 miles. Yeah, for him it's 3. I didn't even see how many miles it is for me. Hang on a second, I'll check. So 300 miles, 2-lane, and 219 or something if we stay on the freeway. 219 miles down the freeway. Trust me, you're gonna want that extra, the extra 2.5 hours, or whatever that was. Yeah, it's worth it. Trust me, it's worth it. That freeway is a nightmare. So, we'll take the back roads. We'll just leave early enough. And I asked, is there a certain point? He said we'd like to get together before dinner, which that sounds good. Geez, if it takes us that long to get there, the rest of that trip's gonna be we're gonna have problems. No, we'll get there fine. Yeah, how about that? God almighty. I'm just getting revved up like a kid waiting for Christmas morning, man. I love myself a road trip. And Kelly, we did that thing to Leavenworth, and that trip to Leavenworth is about what this first day is going to be. I think it's about the same amount of miles. Yeah, it's about the same. So she'll get that experience. But the difference is we're not going to be going through, we took, Highway 12. And then once you cut off, man, it was like there was some of the roads that were more improved. A lot of those things were really small roads. And it was zigzagging us all over the place. But I set Apple Maps to avoid highways. I get her heated vest thing. The one I wanted to get her, the same as mine, is back ordered. So I found it online. It'll show up like 1 or 2 days after we already take off. So what I'm going to do is find out what kind of battery her vest uses and get her 1 or 2 extra batteries. Oh, I did find the battery. Remember I told you couldn't find the battery? I think that's when we went to Leavenworth. Could never find the battery. Well, yeah, I had it in the bedroom with my camera stuff. And it was a little black thing, and I thought it was one of those little miniature sewing kits, because Kelly has one of those things that I think it goes with our travel stuff, and I thought that's what it was. So I set it over there. And I picked that thing up and going, what all's in that thing? I think I needed a needle or piece of thread or something for something. I go out and I picked it up and I go, good Lord, it's heavy. Oh no. It was a battery. I go, I found your vest battery. She goes, not many times I could have used that thing. Anyway, cool beans. All right. On our way back, I got a friend. I was almost halfway here and a truck goes by. And it goes by and I'm looking just to make sure there's nothing else, There's Raelynn running down the road. Crazy girl. You obviously moved over safely for the truck. Is it still flashing? You can hardly see it in the... Oh, yeah, I can see it.
Daddy!
She holds still long enough, you see the little blinkies in there. Dan! Danny gets so excited when she's out here. He just goes full zoomy. Raelynn's giving Sasha some fashion stuff. Sasha keeps looking back like, what's that crazy girl doing? Oh, the grass is starting to pop back up again. It's drying out. Oh, look at that. That green, the contrast of the green of that mountain against the dark clouds back there. That's that new cut they did last year. Man, that's turning green fast. Really fast.
Hey.
She captured a fern.
I cutted it. Now look at it. I cutted it.
Yeah.
It's broke, by the way. Tickle. Elon!
He's out here sneaking up on you.
Yeah. Tickle.
Well, hello there, YouTube. At least we didn't get poured on.
Yeah.
Man, that rain this morning, that was something else. That was like a crazy springtime storm. It's funny, we get those little sleet storms and crazy stuff there. I've seen some stuff from, I see a little.
Oh, she's got a pretty little sparkly.
I know what she got on her head.
She's got a sparkly headband.
I can't make the camera see her.
Oh.
Being cute.
Yes.
Anyway, it's a good day at work. BMW day today. What a meathead.
I know. Hey, you. What are you doing? I like your headband, sweet stuff. You have a good day, darling. Yeah. Tiny bun bun.
Watch your fingers. She's crawling in.
All right.
But anyway, I guess we're gonna roll out at that.
Alrighty. Well, you guys have a good day. We really do appreciate you. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same Smoak time, same Smoak channel. Don't forget to give her a thumbs up. You guys have an amazing Wednesday or Thursday.
Raelynn, say hey YouTube.
Say hey YouTube.
Say bye YouTube. Say bye. We're leaving. Say bye.
She goes, I'm not gonna do.
She acts all shy. That
I
girl will
know.
drive you nuts once you get to know her.
Mm-hmm. Hey, sweetie.
All right, we'll
Yes,
see you guys
baby.
I
tomorrow.
don't need
Bye-bye
a
now.
car seat. Look.
I know, but it's the law, so you have to wear one.